Okay, we've got subscribers, and some of the subscribers have written me and said, Ted, this is wonderful. Good teaching. I wish more people could hear this. Okay? Now, I'm going to say something controversial. It doesn't matter if they hear it. I want to be faithful to God. God is the only one that needs to hear.
I was just thinking, that's exactly what Noah did.
Yes.
He wanted to be faithful to God, and he just did what God asked him to do. He didn't go and say to everybody, come on board, there's a flood coming. He didn't say that.
Yeah, but preachers have taken the story of Noah and added to the story. They take a quote out of the New Testament that says Noah was a man of righteousness, a preacher of righteousness.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You cannot find Noah preaching. So why does the Bible call him a declarer of righteousness? By what he did.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of some of our friends that have written me and saying, this is really good teaching, Ted. I wish the whole church could hear this. Now, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Think about Jesus. Think about the disciples later when they're apostles. Did they reach everybody?
No.
So Jesus went to Capernaum. Capernaum was not interested in hearing him. Jesus walked out of that city and judged that city. Wait a minute. How can you judge someone for something they didn't hear?
Because they refused to hear.
They didn't want to hear. All I have to do is proclaim it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No one has to hear it.
No. Because it's up to them to search for it.
Exactly. It blows my mind when I'm reading the book of Ezekiel, okay? God calls Ezekiel, he takes the scroll, and he gives it to Ezekiel, says, now, take the scroll, eat it. So he eats it. Now the word of God is on the inside of him, right? Then God says, now you're going to go talk to people who won't listen to you. Then in another chapter, early on in the book of Ezekiel, God says, okay, you're going to go out and walk among them, but I'm going to make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, then why did I eat the word? I'm telling you, it's not because what you declare. It's what you believe. God has always worked with faith. You don't have to argue with those people. God respects you for believing. Capernaum was judged because of disinterest. At the time of Noah, you're judged because of disinterest.
Yeah.
You don't have to hear the message to decide. You've already decided.
Yeah, because if they were interested, they would have come.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
People look at my site and they say, well, he doesn't have very many followers, right? So they judge. And they say, well, if he was really good, he would have,
Thousands.
hundreds of thousands of followers. Well, what example are you using? Are you using Jesus?
Yeah.
He didn't have hundreds of thousands of followers. And then what happens is preachers will start saying, oh, they had great numbers in the churches in the New Testament. No, they didn't. You think 3,000 is a great number? How many of those 3,000 continued?
That's it. Yeah. Well, look what they did to Jesus when he said, eat my flesh and drink my blood. All of a sudden, all those disciples that followed him, other than maybe a few, were gone.
Yes. He had hundreds of followers.
Yeah.
And they said, this saying is too hard. If I was respectful for numbers, then I wouldn't declare what I declare.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I declare the word of God, Why? God didn't come to me and say, declare my word. I put the word of God in my heart.
Yeah.
The word becomes the message.
Yes. That's always been the way.
Right? Noah, all he's doing is building an ark. Why is he called a preacher of righteousness? Because the ark is the message. Not only is it the ark of salvation for Noah and his family, but the ark is also judgment, because no one's interested in what he's doing. So I don't look at numbers. My carnal part of myself would say, I wish there would be more. But the other part of me, the spiritual man, the man that understands it's not about numbers, God is the only one that needs to hear me.
Yeah.
I think I'll end it there.